office. And today we're dealing with our 21st president, Chester Alan Arthur, who served from 1881 to 1885. His father was a rural Baptist minister in Fairfield, Vermont, and it was he who schooled Chester in the basic teachings of the Christian faith. However, young Chester chose not to affiliate with the Baptist denomination or with any other branch of the church. The most influential person in Arthur's life in terms of religious expressions was the beautiful Ellen Nell Herndon, a devout Episcopalian who sang in her church choir. When Arthur and Nell began their courtship, many of their first dates were trips together to Sunday morning worship services. After they were married, they continued to attend Episcopal services, although Arthur never identified with any specific congregation. Perhaps in time, Chester Arthur would have joined a church and become a staunch supporter of the faith. But even before he was elected vice president under James Garfield, his beloved Nell died. His friends reported that much of his zest for living seemed to die with her. On September the 20th, 1881, at 1:30 in the morning in his home on Lexington Avenue in New York City, Chester Arthur was whisked into the office at the sudden death of President Garfield. 2 days later, the still shocked vice president took the oath of office, this time for president in the Capitol in Washington, D.C. There he placed his hand on a Bible open to Psalm 21. He said that it reminded him of the Te Deum his wife used to sing in the choir when they attended the church on Sunday mornings. In thee, O God, do I put my trust, let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in thy righteousness. After the swearing-in ceremony, Arthur gave a brief, emotional statement that ended with a personal declaration. I assume the trust imposed on me by the Constitution, relying for aid on divine guidance and the virtue, patriotism, and intelligence of the American people. As a widower, he was the subject of rumors about potential romances, and every available lady who attended a White House function became the subject of another story. When the president ordered a fresh bouquet of flowers delivered to the White House each day, the gossip increased. But a persistent reporter discovered that the flowers were set before a portrait of the president's deceased wife, and the gossip ceased. During his time in office, President Arthur contacted the pastor of St. John's Episcopal Church and arranged to purchase a stained glass window to be placed on the south side of the church. According to the Reverend Peter Larson, former assistant minister at St. John's, the president each evening would sit in the White House, look across Lafayette Square, and see the light of the church shining through that window. This may have been the only real source of comfort Chester Arthur ever had as president. Our 21st president, Chester Alan Arthur.